You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Introducing the BOYSLOCKE Elite Four team. Had to bring back that character.
Yeah.
There they are, folks. Look at that. That's our 6.
We got Vengeance.
These are our 6 heroes.
Wait. Excuse me. Austin.
These are the 6 heroes that we're going to take.
I see one of those Pokeballs at 56. Actually, Austin, you said that they would all be at 55.
You're correct, Vaughn. The reason why Lisa is at level 56 is because that's the level she learns Ice Beam.
That's not an acceptable answer. Actually, Mr. Colden.
Mr. Colden. Wow, I had a 6th grade math teacher who called me Mr. Colden. And it was the first time anyone in my life called me that.
Is this the second?
And it was so
it's
weird.
Not.
Because I was, for one, in 6th grade. So I was like, what? How old are you in 6th grade? 12?
Yeah, pretty young.
Yeah, 12. I would have been like 12. And I was always like in trouble with that guy.
Yeah.
So it became like a trigger.
Like, oh man,
it wasn't like
trouble.
It wasn't like a sign of respect. It was like a oh shit, here we go.
Not again.
Man, that guy, he was something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to it, and then maybe I'll talk about that guy. We have some items to use here. We've got some TMs to teach, and we've got some like stat up items to use. We're gonna use our HP ups and our PP ups. We're gonna get our PPs up.
Hey.
All right, first off, Hyper Beam that we painstakingly grinded money for. The first one is going to Vengeance. Look at that. They can all learn it.
Gimme.
All right. Vengeance, the reason why he's learning Hyper Beam is because he's our only person with the normal typing, and he's going to get stabbed from this move. So instead of being base power 150, which is still off the charts, Vengeance is going to get base power 225.
Yep. Because you add...
It's
150%.
1.5, yeah. So let's get rid of Agility. All right, we'll get rid of Fury Attack, just in case for some reason we decide we want Agility. We're never going to use Fury Attack.
Poof.
All right, Vengeance forgot Fury Attack, and Vengeance learned Hyper Beam.
Dude, imagine if you could just program your brain like that.
What if you could only know 4 things? And like when it was time to learn a new thing, you had to decide which of the 4 things you knew was going to go away and be replaced.
It's funny because you still know the 5th thing, and because you have to know what it is to get rid of the 4th thing. You know,
right? Well, the fifth thing that you know is that you can only know 4 things. Okay, the other Hyper Beam.
Well, then you know what you would do is you would forget know 4 things so that you could learn everything.
Yeah. So the second one we're gonna give to Runugu. Do you agree with that, Vaughn?
He is a tank.
Well, he has the highest attack stat out of all these Pokemon. Besides,
I meant beast. He's not a tank. He's a beast.
Or actually, yeah, he has the highest attack stat out of all these Pokemon.
Okay.
So that's the reason why. Because Hyper Beam is a physical move only in Gen 1, which is actually much to our advantage in this situation. Because most of the Pokemon we're going to be using it on are high special.
I'd say him then.
So yeah, Runugu, and his moveset is about to get stacked.
I thought we were going to get Scyther. No, I'm kidding.
We can.
Later.
We can teach him Hyper Beam too. Just need 110,000 Poké Dollars.
He would actually be a pretty good Hyper Beam. We agreed.
Yeah, especially if you got off a Swords Dance. Holy smokes. Okay.
My boy.
So we're going to get rid of...
What is Takedown?
Takedown is higher attack than Bite, but it's recoil damage.
I would take Flinch over Recoil.
Yeah,
for sure, then.
I would too. By the way, I don't think this was on camera, but I taught Dig to Runugu, which is an extremely useful move. Because you get to dodge an attack, and it's 100 base power, and it's ground type.
Wow.
It's ground type. So it's basically the same thing as Earthquake, except it takes 2 turns. So yeah, there goes Takedown. Replace it for a much more powerful move of the same type. So yeah, that makes sense to get rid of Takedown. Okay, now let's see. What do we have next? Mega Drain. Do we want to save that for Clutch, or do we want to give it to Trashkila?
Can we see what Trashkila has real quick?
Sure. Trashkila.
Look at him.
What a beauty.
Her.
She is a girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
We said Lisa was the only girl, but I guess we caught Lisa first. So we have two ladies on the team. Psychic, Psybeam, Sleep Powder, Leech Life. Pretty much all we're going to use is Psychic and Leech Life. We'll use Sleep Powder if we were really scummy and we're in a bad situation.
Okay.
And we're scared. If we get backed into a corner,
Okay.
we'll use sleep powder.
So we get rid of side beam.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because we can use PP ups on psychic. Probably want to use our PP ups on psychic, thunderbolt, and ice beam because they're going to be the moves we use the most.
Okay.
So, yeah, Mega Drain would replace Psybeam. But as we said, with Clutch, he gets Stab from Mega Drain, which makes it a base power of 60 instead of 40, which makes a pretty good amount of difference. But we also said that Mega Drain isn't really useful against anyone in the Elite Four. So,
maybe we should just save it for a rainy day.
yeah, let's just save it.
Because
That way
we agreed that if someone dies, the odds go down. Every time a Pokemon dies, the odds go down. So having
they do.
at least some wiggle room at the end.
Yeah.
If we lose,
Yep.
we'll be good.
Okay, TM06, Toxic. Now, I'm pretty sure any of these Pokemon can learn this. This is actually a pretty useful move. And the main person we would probably use it on is Lance. If we get into a bad situation. Because Toxic is they get poisoned, but it does more damage each turn.
Right. Than regular poison.
It has to be somebody that we can last against somehow, which for Lance is really unlikely, I guess, now that I think about it. I don't know. It's not super useful, really, but we could give it to someone.
I have no idea who.
Let's see. I guess we should give it to somebody who has like a throwaway move, but I don't know if anyone has a throwaway move. Let's take a look here. Tool Time kind of has a throwaway move.
What's that?
He can learn this instead of... we could get rid of Thunder if we wanted to. Because we probably won't ever use it.
Is that the one with higher attack but lower hit?
Lower accuracy, yeah. So Thunderbolt is, I think, 90 power. Thunder is 120. But its hit ratio is like, it might be 75. Let's look.
Because it might actually be a YOLO. If things
it's a good YOLO to have.
Grab a kill.
Yeah.
Or if like do or die, you know.
Right. Or if he's like going to die either way.
Just do more damage.
Yeah, try to do more damage or something. Let's see here. Thunder is 120, 70. Thunderbolt is
70.
Thunderbolt is 95, 100. So, but with Stab, the distance becomes greater. Because Stab Thunder is let's see,
160?
180.
180.
And then Stab Thunderbolt is plus 47.5. So basically 150. 150 versus 180.
Okay.
But that 70 hit ratio is pretty scary.
Yep.
I don't know. Let's not mess with him. Yeah, I don't know who to teach Toxic.
Skittles.
I don't know who to teach Toxic to. Because everyone's moveset is pretty tight, except for like Bruce Lee, and we're not using him.
Does Muck learn
unless we got rid of Arcanine's Bite.
I like Bite. Kind of.
Just in case we run out of Hyper Beams.
Yeah, and like a YOLO, like flinch, you know.
Yeah.
Like I need one more hit in before I can kill.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe like a Pokemon that we know isn't going to get killed by Hyper Beam, but maybe Bite is strong enough to make the Hyper Beam kill and then not have to recharge.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let's see. What does Vengeance have right now? Oh yeah, he has Fly and Drill Peck. That's right. So if
that sprite is actually sweet.
It's kind of cool. So we could get rid of Agility for Toxic if we wanted.
Does Muck learn it by level up?
No one learns Toxic by level up. It's only by TM. Let's move on to something else.
I think we could save it.
Okay. Whose defense do we want to raise? Let's see. Who has the worst defense? It's probably Trashkila or Nork.
Yep.
Who is most likely to take hits?
Nork's fast.
Nork is fast.
Very fast.
He's faster than Trashkila. So
Yeah.
Trashkila?
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
It's maxed.
Apparently.
Try Nork.
Okay. I guess because if you grind enough for their stat XP to max out in that stat, then they're done. So I guess I've done enough grinding with them. Who else should we try? I think Tool Time would be the next lowest.
Yeah, try him.
All right, cool.
He's likely to get hit too.
He hasn't been trained as much as
slow.
the other two.
He's slower.
Yeah, okay. So now we've got a Calcium. This raises special. So this we might want to use on somebody who has a high special, and we're going to use a lot of it. Let's see. Tool Time, Lisa, or Trashkila. Those are our special people. We have 3 specials and 3 physicals, which actually was...
Is fire physical?
Not intended, but... no, our fire move is actually special, so maybe we'll use it on him because his fire move is special and he doesn't have high special.
That would be nice.
Let's see.
Just to beef him up even more, because he's probably one of our stronger.
I mean, his special is 80. It's still pretty
already
good.
pretty good.
And with
But we can make it a little more scary.
With stab, his flamethrower is like 150. So almost 150. So, do you want to do that then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because Lisa will already destroy.
Oh man, yeah.
with Ice
Yeah.
Beam.
Or we hope.
Yeah.
We hope Lisa can one-shot all of Lance's Pokemon. God help us.
Yeah, we've talked off air about Lance. Who is arguably what? Arguably
He's the scariest,
scariest?
one. He's the scariest one. The rival fight is actually not that bad.
Since you know the order, right?
Well, yeah, you always know the order, but all of Lance's Pokemon know Hyper Beam. So
Yeah.
if you don't one-shot him, you have the risk of Hyper Beam.
Yeah,
or if you don't outspeed for some reason.
Essentially, if Lance doesn't get, if all of his
If you
Pokemon
don't sweep
aren't
Lance.
killed, he will kill you.
There's a very
agreed.
high chance that he's going to kill at least one of our Pokemon.
Yeah.
Even if we have a really good run.
So it needs to be.
Are we teaching Rock Slide to Nork?
Yes.
For sure, considering no one else can learn it?
Yes.
Okay. That means we have to get rid of
able.
either... did we decide we're getting rid of Thrash, or are we getting rid of Karate Chop? Like, are we keeping Thrash
I
as a
don't know that.
Oh, no, wait. We have Scratch. Let's get rid of Scratch.
Yeah, get a scratch.
Okay. I forgot about that. Okay, so Nork's good to go. Rock Slide.
Excuse
One of 2 rock moves in the game.
2. Count them.
Ice Beam we're saving for Ned. He's on the B squad. Most certainly we would agree on him, I think.
Yep.
And then 17, this is another submission. We don't need that. So that concludes...
Anything else?
That concludes the TMs.
HPs?
Yeah, now we got to do HPs and PP ups.
Should be like say. Are those things one and done? Then you can't get them ever again. You can't buy them.
Yeah. Or actually,
Maybe-
you can buy HP up, not PP up.
Okay. I think we should maybe use all the HP ups. Well, we should use them all.
I guarantee you
both.
we should use them all. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just need to strategically. The PP ups will be a little easier to use because we know which moves we're going to use the most, and we know which ones have the lowest PP.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's because Hyper Beam is only 5 PP.
Yep.
So that one is kind of scary. I don't remember how many PP ups we have. I think we have like 4.
We have. Oh, I was thinking of HP. I don't remember how
crap.
many
Put the bicycle in there.
peeps we have.
How many peeps? Let's see. We have 10 rare candies. See, we never used any.
Wow.
I don't know how many there are in the game, I guess, but
Wow.
we never used a rare candy. Ever. Because boys.
We grinded.
Okay. We're going to want those. Oh, we only have 2 PP ups? Holy crap.
How much does it increase by 5?
I think it's just 1.
1?
It's just 1. Yeah.
Does that mean both Hyper Beam?
Maybe. Just to be safe. Because Hyper Beam is like... It's kind of the ultimate YOLO. But there's certain situations where you would never use it. I mean, where we would need it the most is probably Lance. And Hyper Beam would work well on his Pokemon.
Well, we would only need theoretically 6 then. Because the assumption would be that he would have to take 2... he would take 2 hits and probably die,
Yeah.
right? Because he would use it to start.
Yeah, and you would need Hyper
then
Beam to be that
subsequent-
second hit so that the Pokemon died and you didn't have to recharge.
Yep. So
Because I think if
we
you
don't,
have to recharge, I don't think you can't switch out.
and you will die probably.
Yeah,
So I think we should.
when he hits you with a Hyper Beam back.
when he's like, oh, I see.
Okay, let's get all these max elixirs and stuff out of here too.
I call your Hyper Beam and raise you.
Raise you a Lance
a
Hyper Beam.
A Lance Hyper Beam.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should only use 1 on Hyper Beam then.
Let's use 1 on Vengeance because that's the better Hyper Beam. And then let's actually not use it on Runugu's Hyper Beam. Let's use it on something else, like
okay.
Psychic or Thunderbolt. Or Ice Beam.
Because we won't be using 6 from Runugu. We won't be. We will not use.
We hope.
Yeah.
We hope.
Asterisk next to everything we've said.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone dies, everything changes.
Because we can't use Hyper Beam on Agatha, or we can use it on Arbok. Oh dang it! I don't want the town map. Put the town map back.
Wait, you sure?
Yeah. Okay, tomorrow on the boys, we're gonna use some more items.
And then we'll take on the 4 guys.
Take on the
4 guys and gals.
The tetr.
Tetra quad.
Yeah, we can't say the triad. What's the 4?
Tetrad.
The chord.
The chord. The 7th chord.
Tetrad, is that right? Tetrad? That can't be right.
We'll look it up and let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know, guys. See you tomorrow for the big fight.
The biggest.